Most cordless wet dry vacs this size are somewhere north of $100, and that's before you even get a battery. This one, it comes with everything. Battery, charger, and all the accessories. It's the new HyperTough 20v 1.5 gallon wet dry vac, and you can literally walk up to Walmart, pick this up off the shelf right now for $79.99 with a battery. That is absolutely insane. I've been looking at these HyperTough tools, the new 20-volt line that's come out over this last year. The performance for the price is absolutely insane. That means even if you're not invested in the platform, you can walk in and have a wet dry vac that is fantastic, brushless, 1.5 gallons, comes with all the accessories. There's a ton of stuff. We'll go over this in just a second. $479.99. That means if you're only going to use the vac for a day and you don't want to go spend $150 on the Milwaukee vacuum, you don't have to. If you don't want to go spend the $179 or whatever the DeWalt is. A couple of things that I like about this vacuum specifically, it's extremely compact. This thing here is very, very small. It's got such a small footprint. It also comes with all the accessories on it, including this attachment here for these smaller parts. It's got a larger portion back here, which also does go into this little portion here, which is the blower. It goes up or it goes down. Honestly, I haven't figured out what that's for yet, but we're getting there. It's cool though that they have all the storage on board, so we can just go ahead and smack that back in there. And then you also see on the top, there's the hose that goes around, which if we pull this off, which it feels incredible, by the way. I don't know, it feels good. It also swivels out, so you can put it any other direction. Well, what if you have more attachments than that, huh? We'll go ahead and pull this one off. There's also places to put them if you're using them more frequently, or if you have more. There's one on this corner, one on this corner. They fit in perfectly. I like that type of storage a lot. It adds in a lot of versatility. Obviously, it should come with the attachments. It's a vacuum, and it does, and it holds them well. The battery hides away in this clear portion here. I've got a 2 amp hour that it comes with in there right now, but as you can see, there's a ton of room, so you can put one of their 4 amp hour batteries in there. The handle just pops up right here. It does go from the short side. It doesn't go long ways, but this is a cool little thing. The vacuum is super light. It's right around 9 pounds, which isn't bad at all. As far as the dimensions, this is almost 15 inches long, just under, about 10.5 inches wide, and then the height is 11.22 inches. So it's super compact, super light, even with all the features and everything on here. I really like the size of this pack. It really fits just about anywhere you need it to. So if you want to keep this in your car, somewhere small in your house, it's really easy to just kind of forget that it's there and just leave it there till you need it. And it's available at Walmart, which are everywhere, and they usually do keep pretty good stock. So that way, if you are like, hey, I need a wet dry vac today, you can run to Walmart and go get it. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to order it. You know it's going to be there. And Walmarts are legitimately everywhere. So if you travel, if you do whatever, you don't have to worry about, I don't have a Home Depot in my town. So that way, if I'm using Milwaukee and I need a Milwaukee battery or a Milwaukee wet, like anything from there, I have to drive like an hour to go pick that up. That's horrible. That's one of the reasons that I like this. I don't even live in a big town and we have 2 Walmarts. Crazy. It's got a 4-foot hose, which is pretty fantastic. There's quite a bit of stretch. I don't know what it is about this hose, but it feels like really fantastic heavy duty quality. I don't even know what that means, but I do know that it actually genuinely feels so much better than the hose on my Milwaukee. I don't know how to explain it. I can only tell you because it's sitting in my hand. It feels good. A weirdly good feeling hose. And if we go ahead and open this up, we just have to pop this red piece here and the other one on the other side. This pulls off, and inside we have a filter. So we can just go ahead and unscrew this, take it off, and then from there, we no longer have a filter on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. Go ahead and smack this in here. And this is also the way that you clean it out. You just pull this off and dump this little piece right here. Really handy, really easy to do. It does have a 2 horsepower motor, which is pretty good for a vacuum that's this size. And the suction works great. It definitely works just as well, if not better, than my old Milwaukee that I've had for forever. It's not the brushless one, but it also is $79.99 with a battery. The new M18 Milwaukee is $149 without a battery. DeWalt's got one for $179 without a battery. Rigid and Cobalt, which are 2 of the more going towards the budget brands, they're going to be sitting at $129 with no battery. And even the big ugly green Ryobi is going to sit at $79 with no battery, and that's just for the 1 gallon vacuum. That doesn't even include the 1.5, which is what we got here. So as far as prices go, that's outstanding. The performance, again, the performance has gone up so much with these tools specifically because they are all brushless now. The vac is brushless, which is super important for power tools. If you guys don't know exactly what that means, you're going to have to ask somebody who's a lot smarter than I am and actually knows like the technical stuff. But basically, brushless motors are more efficient. They're put out a lot more power. That's what everybody's going to or gone to already pretty much for the most part. Any type of brushed tool typically is slower. Typically, it eats batteries and it's not as powerful. So we love brushless around here. That's what everything should be. And that's what this stuff is here. And when you're going into a platform like this, one of the things you always look at is if you're not just going for a single tool, their 1/2-inch high impact wrench is absolutely insane, but I don't do work on cars. So if I want to buy the Milwaukee version of that, which is the platform that I regularly use on job sites, it would have cost me like $200. The price difference is insane. I'll tag the video that I did breaking down that description at the end. But if you're not just going for a one-off tool, if you're actually looking to invest in the platform, it's a legitimate platform to invest in now because they're coming out with things like the wet dry vac and a couple other tools that I don't normally even care for, but you guys have to see this. I think you guys will understand in a minute. There's just so many features. This rechargeable light here from HyperTough is crazy. So it's got the 3 different panels. They're all lights, obviously. They spin 270 degrees. So you see it where it's at now. It goes all the way almost back around, not quite. And then we can go basically all the way to flat. This comes in super useful because of the ways that they allow you to hang this. It's crazy. It's got a magnet on the bottom. It's also got these little hooks. There's 2 of them. So we'll go ahead and pop these up and they swing from side to side. So I'll go ahead and look. You guys see it from the front. Pops up, pops up. So if I push this side down, it's just one-sided. So you can actually put these over something. You can put one and hook it. There's also 1/4-inch threads in the bottom here. And like I said, there's a magnet. That right there is a 1/4-inch thread. So you can thread those on to pretty much any type of all thread. I have a bunch of tripods because I do this funny camera stuff, which is fun. But you can also put it on that with a tripod. Pretty much anything that has that 1/4-inch threading on there, you can stick it on. That being said, with the lights itself, it also has some pretty crazy capabilities that I really, really like. So we'll get these all pointing towards you guys so you guys can see them. So if I go ahead and click the power button, all 3 of them are on. I press it again and it switches to this daylight mode. So you have a softer light. Now we go to single, press it one more time and it's now that warmer color. I like this a lot. So this button on my right and your left is how you turn it on. And then if we click this button here, it just turns down the brightness. There's 3 different levels. It's 2,500 lumens at its highest. And it comes in at $29.99. And it's right under $30. I don't care for especially rechargeable lights like this typically because I don't like to have to plug stuff in every night. I also do this professionally. And so like it's day to day. I get tired, I work a 12-hour shift and then forget about stuff. If you're a homeowner especially, this is the best work light. I mean, this is a fantastic work light that pretty much can do anything at any angle. It has different colors, it has different modes. It's very user-friendly. It's got a ton of utility. I genuinely am impressed with the features on this light, which is something that I don't understand. But it is just a USB-C rechargeable battery as well, which is fantastic. And that means that it's super easy to charge. It's got a little port down here. So if you pull that away, you can see the USB-C. And then if we go ahead and press this again, you can see it light up, and it actually has a battery monitor on it. The only thing that I would consider annoying is that you have to press it so many times to turn it off. That being said, you're not going to be turning it on and off for like I am right now to show you, unless you're showing someone else. Typically, you're going to turn this on, you're going to use the light, and then when you're done with it, you turn it off. That's how lights work. It also can stand on its own. It's got this flat base too, which is cool. So tripod, flat base, it's got the hooks, it's got the magnet. There's really nothing that this light can't do except for mow my grass. I also love the shape of these. So if we go ahead and push these all down, you can see it really fits basically just about anywhere. But when you fold it down like this, it really is so compact that you can fit this just about anywhere, whether that's a tool bag, in a car, wherever. And I really love that this is rechargeable, for the fact that even if you don't invest in this platform, in the HyperTough platform, you can still get this. That is ridiculous. And if you end up in crawl spaces or attics a lot and like you forget stuff, I know I have. I've definitely forgotten more than one light. It hurts to lose $150. It hurts to lose 30, but definitely not as bad. And again, with the availability, these are available at Walmart. So you're going to be able to go pick one up whenever you want to, any day. So if you need a light and you're like looking, just, I mean, it's $30. And I'm telling you guys, for a work light, this is probably my new favorite work light. And they're coming out with a bunch of new power tools and lights. This one here is a headlight, and if you go ahead and see, there are about 1,000 different modes. This is what clicks on to the strap that goes around your head, but if you pop that off, there's actually a magnet on here as well. That's something that I really like, especially for the commercial and industrial stuff that I do. With that being said, the battery on this does actually last for a good while, and it's only $15. Which is like, the prices on these don't make sense. I understand too in the past that these have been lower quality tools with that lower price, but now the quality's gotten a lot better and the price has stayed the same, and it really just doesn't make sense. So if you guys want to see the rest of the HyperTough lineup, you guys head up and watch this video. Remember, it's all for His glory, and I'll see you guys on the next one.